Now, I don't even have words to talk about freedom. What this country's built on. The freedom of speech, the freedom of this, that, and the other. Freedom is so beautiful. I put pictures. Freedom is just another word for nothing else to lose. That's how I feel. Reality is a state of mind. Reality, what is reality? I define reality. I define my purpose. That's me. I'm free. Never felt better in my life. Happiness? I have happiness. This is me. I'm happy. I'm good. What is that face? I don't know, but it looks good. I got pictures like that in my head. I can't describe. Look at that guy, he got a pie in his face. He's thinking with a pie in his face. How funny is that? That's funny to me.
Get him, Joe.
It's a comedy. Love, that's love at the bottom. That's a line, I'm a Leo. And that up there is the seat of life. Sacred geometry.
When I said nothing like that.
That picture's in my head. And I put the picture up there because I'm asking you a question. Where are you in your journey? I'm not asking you to be where I am. This is where I am. Where are you in your journey? How awake, how aware are you? Is awareness what you want? It doesn't have to be. If you want to experience life, so be it. It's okay. You define your purpose, my opinion, my truth. However, if you find yourself hurt, if you find yourself in pain, if you find yourself crying at night and don't know why, then consider your journey. Go to the source of the problem. Do you need to find God? Do you need salvation? Maybe you do. But when you're too busy living life, whatever that may be, when you're busting your ass working 40 hours a week or maybe 60, you ain't got time to consider these things. So what, should you not work? No. It's for you to decide what happens in your life. Take charge, take control of your life if that's what you want to do. You want to live in misery? Live in misery, so be it. But I'm going to be free. I'm going to be happy. If I see misery and I don't like it, I'm going to talk against it. If I see something I don't like, I don't want, I'm going to be about it. That's me. That's what I have decided. Where do you intend to go? Have you thought about it? I don't know. I have. This is the second part of this presentation. All my life experiences has led me to this point. Realizing fulfillment. So this is my definition. This is my perception of how you can attain fulfillment. Look, I got a math formula. My son loves math. I love math too. Healthy mind times healthy body times healthy soul equals F, fulfillment. Beyond transformation, beyond change of mind, beyond change of thought. It's about fulfillment. Now these are the principles that I believe are important when it comes to fulfillment. Beliefs. Consider your beliefs. What do you believe in? Do you believe what you've been told? Then let me know, because I'll control you. You can work for me. State of mind. Two ways to look at life. Positive, negative. If you want to look at life in a negative way, so be it. Be in misery. That's for you. I'm going to look at it positive. Shit happens, oh well. It's made me stronger. It's made me better. Destination is all about goals. Visualizing where you want to go. Don't worry about the details. Just have an idea where you want to go. If that's what you want to do. If you're crying and don't know why, then consider these things. Numbers. Why numbers? It's all about statistics and probability. Now, I'm not going to go into too much because it requires that I build a foundation about numbers and patterns and observing reality. This reality, because there's multiple realities. There's the reality that you experience from your mind, and then there's the collective reality, the collective awareness that exists in the world. I'll leave that for now. Emotions. Feelings. How are your feelings driving your actions? Are you aware of it? I am aware. My awareness allows me to be happy. Does it mean I don't get mad? I get mad. In a different part of my brain. I don't get all worked up, sweat. I get mad intellectually. If I perceive an injustice, I'm mad at the principle that's not being followed. Rather than getting emotional about it. Pulling my hair, cutting my veins, my belly. Good to see you, bro. Give him a hand, give him a hand. Give him a hand. The Trinity of life. Some words you've heard before. The mind, body, and soul. The mind has to do with the psychological. The body has to do with the physical. And the soul has to do with philosophy, thought. All these things are happening at the same time. The mind is the bridge linking the body and the soul. The mind is the mediator between the good soul and the body. Psychological. It's about doing, the action. Matters of the mind create action. Social justice is about action. Social justice is in the mind. The mind desires peace. My opinion, my truth. You're entitled to yours. The body. It is the vehicle of the soul. It's this piece of skin that does whatever you tell it to do. It's a puppet. Like the mind moves around and tells what to do, but sometimes we get stuck in the doing and don't recognize that the mind has control over it, and we let the body do what it does. And the body seeks pleasure. The body will have sex without a condom and put itself at risk to HIV diseases. Because the body just seeks pleasure. The soul is disconnected. The body doesn't care. It feels good to kill somebody. They did me wrong. Fuck them. Let's kill them. Let's go. Let's run with it. Because the soul is disconnected. The body desires pleasure and avoids pain. The soul is the operator. It's something which you can't see and touch. My opinion, you're entitled to yours. And it wills to realize meaning. When I was doing the spiritual, I was trying to define reality. Who am I? Why am I here? Does God exist? And if he does exist, does he care about me? This is the most important question. If you believe in Jesus, follow him. If you believe in Muhammad, follow him. There's teachings there. They got a manual. I had to go develop my own manual. A framework for fulfillment. Because organized religion doesn't work for me. But if you believe it, if you have the blessing, some may say, to believe in Jesus in the way the Bible teaches, follow him. The soul desires freedom. My truth. The soul desires realization. Realization is beyond transformation. Realization is knowing what you already were. Transformation implies that you were A and now you're B. Realization implies that you will always be. Square one. Fulfillment starts with you. Nothing outside of you can create fulfillment in your life. And the mind, body, and soul, these questions, belief, state of mind, destination, numbers, apply to the mind, body, and soul. So when you have time to think at home or wherever you are, be in tune with your beliefs. Consider your state of mind as it relates to your mind, body, and soul. I'm going to go more in depth on the mind. Beliefs. Thoughts become matter. Your beliefs can be seen in your behaviors. That's why I said, if you believe in Christ, I'm going to see it by your actions. That's right. Your behaviors are going to tell me if you believe in Christ. Your behaviors are going to tell me if you're following Islam. There's no guesswork. Beliefs are thoughts that become matter. What is right? What is wrong? What is good? What is evil? Consider those thoughts. A little bit talk on ethics, on morality. What is right? Is killing right or wrong? Depends what you believe. If you have what they call a non-consequentialist perspective, that means there's this written material, the Bible, laws, that dictate what's morality, what is right and what is wrong. So if you have a manual that you turn to, that's going to tell you what's right and wrong. The Bible tells you what's right and wrong. Islam tells you what's right and the Quran tells you what's right and wrong. You have a manual. Then there's consequentialists. People that make decisions based on a consequentialist perspective seek good for the greater number of people. So they can lie. Lying is okay if you're trying to protect the masses. If you were back in Germany's day and they're knocking on your door and they're saying that there are Jews in your house, if you're non-consequentialist, if you lie, you're going to hell. So you have to tell them, yes, there's a Jew in my house, if you want to be consistent to your beliefs. Now, if you're a consequentialist, you'll say, no, there's no Jew in my house. And morally, you'll be in the right because you're protecting a life. That's the idea behind consequences versus non-consequences. And then you have what they call virtual ethicists, whereas when you define your morality, where I feel I fall under. I define my morality. I don't kill. I don't hurt. I'm about peace. I'm about love. That's what I decide to do. Whenever I stray away from that, then I'm not being consistent with my morality. But it's for me to decide. But know where you fall. Are you tied to a book? Follow it. State of mind in terms of relationship, finances, and health. We could say here, two people can go through the same thing and look at it two different ways. One can look at it in a positive way, one can look at it in a negative way. All I'm saying is, if you're looking at it in a negative way, you're going to get feelings with that. Feelings of hurt, pain, frustration. Be conscious of your state of mind. The house fire illustration. When I went through this house fire, people were like, oh my God, you lost everything. Like, how do you feel? Da, da, da. Like, if it was a bad thing, I'm like, man, this is the best thing that happened to me. I transcended from spirituality to freedom. The best thing that happened to me. I went bankrupt a couple years back. People like, oh man, your credit's ruined. What are you going to do? I'm like, great. I never felt better in my life. I ain't got no debt. I don't owe nobody nothing. Ain't nobody calling me. If you want a positive state of mind, hang with people you like it in mind. Simple. If you want to be positive, hang around positive people. If you are negative, then you probably hang around negative people. Misery loves company. Become aware if that's what you want. I'm not telling you how to live. It's up to you. Peace and harmony is possible, and it begins with you. The mind, destination. Where have I been? Where am I now? Where am I going? It's about goals, seeing the bigger picture. I'm not going to go into too much detail because you've gone through this in youth build. Goal setting. That's all it is, goal setting. Rather than let life drag you along, and you're too busy to think, take a moment to set some goals. When you have a path in mind, you can walk to it. So, Nina mentioned I'm working on my doctorate. Did I know I'm going to work on my doctorate? No, I'm going with the motions. I know that I want to be something, and unfortunately, education is important in this society. I like to learn, so I've been going with the motions. I do the application. Before I came over here, I'm like, damn, why did I accept this keynote? Now I got to stress about doing this keynote. I could have just stayed at home and chilled. But I'm going with the motions, and I'm going in the direction that I can visualize. I don't know the details, but I can visualize that I'm going to be this place over here. And yesterday, talking to Paladin allowed me to get a breakthrough. I said nothing matters. That's what I told him, nothing matters. But you know what matters to me? God consciousness matters to me. I'm on the path to God consciousness. Do you have to be on the path to God consciousness? You don't have to. You've probably already been there. You're on your way back to reality, to experience it. Because you know what? It may feel good to love in an emotional way. When you're sitting up there in the stars as an angel, knowing all, you wish you could feel. Satan wishes he could have the free will to choose what to do, to not know absolute truth, to be able to just experience. Sometimes we take experiencing for granted. That's why I say, live your life. You've made the decision to be where you are today. You are exactly where you need to be. Where you're going depends on you. If you were on a path towards God consciousness, then you are on that path. And maybe this talk will motivate you to be on that path. If not, that's fine. Visualize your dreams. What you want materially, relationship-wise, spiritually. How can we do that? Begin with the end in mind. Be proactive, take action. Visualize. It doesn't take much. Visualize what you want. It's easy. It ain't hard work. Affirmations and positive self-talk. Be conceited. Feel good about yourself. You're beautiful. Just the way you are, you're beautiful. You're smart. You got it going on. Simple like that. Numbers. I'm not going to go into numbers. Emotions. Some guy out there who writes a lot of books and does some research talks about needs. He calls it ERG theory. Existence needs, relatedness needs, and growth needs. Existent needs have to do about survival, about financial. It's what in the hood we struggle with. We don't have a safe home in the hood. So that puts a block, a barrier to achieving relatedness needs. Relatedness needs are about relationships, about developing meaningful relationships, about self-esteem, belongingness. Gang members join gangs because they want to belong. Growth needs are soul needs to realize, to achieve, to find meaning in life. All these needs exist at the same time. But when you're stuck in existent needs, you're all about money. Because maybe you haven't had money. Maybe you've lacked your whole existence. So your mindset is stuck in money, and you will break relationships because your goal is on money. And then you're crying and don't know why, but it is because your goals are on the wrong thing. Because you really want relationships. But you can't get it because you're focused on money, material things. And that's all great. But then there gets the point where you feel a void inside and you want a little bit more. And that's where growth comes in. Like something's missing. You want a little bit more. My time is coming to a close. So I'm going to skim through these fairly quickly. So I talked about the mind. Now this is about the body. Calvin stood up yesterday and talked about nutrition. The body is the vehicle. If the body is broke, it's hard for the mind to be fixed, for the mind to be healthy. You need a healthy body to have a healthy mind, to have a healthy soul. Protect your body. Exercise. Eat healthy. Take preventative measures. You found some condoms in your little bags. Are we promoting sex? No. We're saying if you're going to have it, be safe. I alluded to this. I'm going to ask you to consider these questions. Who or what am I? Why am I here? Do I matter? Does God exist? If so, does he care about me? Consider these things. Timeless wisdom. Thoughts become matter. I don't want to mess his name up, but the brother that stood up and spoke about reality, this is this right here. Thoughts become matter. Define your reality. Create your reality. We can do it together. You can do it individually. It's both. It's a two-way street. But you have to pay attention to it in order to realize it and attain it. Let infinity be out of bounds. There's infinite possibilities. You can be anything you want to be if that's what you decide to do. We limit ourselves. Action engenders belief. If you don't know what you believe, then start taking leaps of faith to be about what you want to be. If you want to be rich, act like you're rich. It happens in rappers all the time. They talk about their money, cars, and eventually they get their money, cars, and when I think, I time travel. I go to the past, I go to the future, I have a ball with it. I was already here a month ago. I saw you a month ago. And now I'm here talking to you. I already seen this. Take your mind where you want it to go. Have fun with it. Unconditional love is at the heart of fulfillment. Unconditional love is at the heart of fulfillment. Conditional love is, I love you so long you don't cheat on me. I love you so long you don't lie to me. That's conditional love. Unconditional love takes it a step further. I love you despite. It's kind of like the love that a parent has towards a son. It's why the mother continues to enable this child who's in drugs, in violence, because it's an unconditional love. It's the support a mother or father has for a son who just committed murder. Unconditional love is the love that God has for us. Unconditional love, no matter what you do. He loves you. She loves you. It loves you, whatever it may be. Look to the heavens for earth. This is about reality. Reality is a reflection of yourself. It's like looking in the mirror. You see hate in your brother, it's because you have hate inside. Whatever you see in someone else, it's what you see is what you should be seeing in yourself. Life is a mirror. If my life sucks, it's because my mind is making my life suck. That's all how you want to look at it. Next steps. This conference is about social justice. I look at life like a movie. I stand here before you making my movie. I just took a step in my movie. If they produce a movie about Julian, which I don't care if they do, this will be in the movie. And you will be in those seats, and there'll be someone acting like you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Look at my movie. Welcome to my movie. Where are you taking your movie? Is someone going to go watch your movie? If you sit at home, I don't want to watch that movie because you ain't about shit. Do you care if someone watches your movie? Maybe you don't. That's fine too. This is your movie. You're the main actor in your movie. You're the producer. Produce your movie. If you're going to be about social justice, be about social justice. Don't just talk about it. If you care and you're passionate about something, stand up and fight for it. Don't just talk about it in the bedroom with your brother. Be about it. Social justice is about being about it. And if you're going to be about it, someone's going to be you in your movie. Someone played Malcolm X. That wasn't Malcolm X, that was an actor. I want my son to play me. Who do you want to play you?